When I first started tarot, I didn't really fully understand that it wasn't just for the big life questions. It's a daily practice that helps me stay grounded and makes me feel inspired and makes me be in tune with myself. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how I weave tarot into my everyday life, from quick pulls or other spreads to maybe deeper dive kind of work, trying to run the gamut between daily life and deep work practices because both make up how I use tarot and oracle for myself. Actually, before we get started, I just wanted to say that when I was first starting out with tarot, I would have found a video like this very useful because seeing how other people use tarot very specifically would have given me a path to help me figure out which ones that resonated with me most and that I wanted to explore. And I wish that there had been something out there at the time to help guide me from taking myself from being in study mode and studying the card meanings and stuff to actual practice, like using the cards and using it beyond just daily draws. Like, what are all the different ways that you can use tarot? And so these are just some of the things that I've discovered along the way, and hopefully they'll be helpful to you. So now let's go back and get started. The first way I use tarot is mostly for self-reflection and personal growth. This is the bread and butter of my practice. I could say that this is infused in every aspect of how I use tarot and every other point that I'm going to make here today, but the first one is for daily and monthly practices. So using your decks for morning reflections or evening reflections, you can use tarot to help you set intentions. You can use it to help you review maybe a month or a set period of time and what you've gone through, what you've accomplished, any insights maybe that you can gain from those. And this could be through like a daily draw practice like I've mentioned, or I have done month ahead readings before just to gain a little bit of insight into my month ahead. I have also used or do use tarot for shadow work. So exploring the subconscious and uncovering hidden parts of myself through prompts and spreads and taking a very deep inner look into tough questions and trying to shed some light into why I am the way I am, just to get to know myself better so I can go throughout my life handling things with a better understanding of myself. I think is a really important part of my practice. And then I do energy check-ins, so a simple 3-card spreads such as mind, body, spirit, just checking in. This has mostly come forward actually with my new interest in tying together the chakras with the tarot and really taking note of my body, my mind, and my spirit and how all of those things integrate. I think I'm really starting to get a deeper understanding of that. So that is a newer part of my practice that I've incorporated into the way that I work with tarot. And I do have a video on 3-card spreads such as the mind, body, spirit, which I'll link above. And then for diving into the chakras and tarot, I created a tag recently that kind of blends the two together. If you want to check that out, I will also link that above. The second way that I work with tarot is for goal setting and manifestation. So I'm really thinking about like intention setting spreads. So a really common one is yearly readings, trying to see or gain insight into what your year or even your month, it can be, or even your week. You can break it down however you want. I've done each of those. You can also use tarot to help you focus on your goals, not only creating them, but then following through with them, checking in with yourself on how it's going, what you can improve, what maybe you're doing well, just getting some of that insight. Each of us has our own personal goals that we want to accomplish. So tarot is a really great way to not only set them, but as I mentioned, having check-ins and meeting yourself along the way. It kind of keeps you a little bit more accountable, if you will. And then I do use tarot as a part of a larger like manifestation kind of ritual. The most recent one has been the manifestation box that I created. If you didn't see that, I'll link it up above. But in that one, we made a manifestation box, so a vessel to really hone in energy and intention in a vessel, which was a box I got at my dollar store actually. And you can put physical items in there, including tarot or oracle cards, just to help keep that intention top of mind. And someone had asked me a great question about, do you open your box even after you've, put it together? And the answer is yes. I will open it when I'm feeling a little bit maybe disconnected from that manifestation, from that initial like intention setting. I'll also open it and I'll interact with the items. I'll reread the intention, anything to help keep that feeling up. keep that spirit up, because I am putting in the work in other ways, but sometimes you need that inspiration again, that initial excitement that you put into that box, and to revisit that energy. The next way that I use tarot is with deck pairings. So that's always a fun, unique way to work together with different messages and different energies. You can match them cohesively based on, you know, color scheme, or maybe it's the same type of art like collage, or maybe they don't even have to match. That's something too, just maybe solely based on energy. That really helps draw forward more clear messaging in case you are feeling a little lost. Sometimes it's more helpful for me to draw clarifying cards from Oracle versus clarifying cards from the tarot. I really feel that they play well with one another. And then another way that's a little bit newer to my practice, at least in this capacity that I am using tarot for, is deep diving into specific decks. So I have put out there that I am doing a 5-month deep dive with the Majestic Earth Tarot to explore its visuals and its symbolism and the beautiful artwork that came together to create this deck. So that is a very organized and planned way that I am going to be using my decks, and I'm hoping that if I can hone in on this system that I've built, that I can carry it through other decks as well. The next way that I use tarot is for practical and everyday use. So whether that be through utilizing 3-card spreads for clarity on daily questions, maybe there's a problem that I need help understanding, or even making a decision. As an introvert and as me being me, I am really terrible at making decisions. So any help I can get in that realm is very much welcome, and I use that 3-card spread a lot. Another way that I use tarot is by pairing it with other modalities, and I touched on this a little bit with using it with Oracle, but specifically in this category, if you will, I use it with journaling. So I can either write a journal prompt and then pull a card to help me answer it, or I can do the other way around like I do with my monthly practice, and I have my card, I have the focus, what are some journaling prompts that can fit around that, and just writing about it. The final way that I have been using tarot is the newest way of them all, and that is to build connections with others through tarot that builds a community. And I'm doing that through my tarot channel. I'm doing it every time I get on Instagram and I'm interacting. And the other day I noticed that in my comment section on one of my videos, there were people discussing things back and forth among one another, and that truly made me smile and almost made me shed a happy tear, because that is exactly what I had envisioned for this channel, is to build a community and not only have, you know, me in the mix commenting, but you all among yourselves, like building connections, meeting new people right here. And I think there's no better way to dive into tarot than being surrounded by people who also use it and who also love it. And there's just no other way to describe like how awesome that is and how dynamic it makes your practice become, is through a community. I hope that provided some more insight for all of you on just a few ways that I use tarot. I've really taken many years to kind of come into my own way of using it, and as you can see, I mean, I mentioned 3 new practices already: connecting through community, using it for chakra work, or, you know, taking stock of how tarot really embodies you as a person and how it can help you explore that, and then doing really deep dives with specific decks, because each deck has a unique voice, it has a unique story, and it has a unique set of messages that it has in store for you. So really taking time to get to know it. So it's amazing how you can uncover new ways to use your tarot decks or your oracle decks as you just dive right in. Don't close yourself off to anything. For example, right now I'm not particularly interested in doing a deep study of astrology and the tarot, mainly because I do have some quite intensive other studies going on right now, but definitely that will be something I could see myself in the future trying to get a hold on, and that's opening a whole new doorway to understanding the tarot, understanding myself. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all. If you liked this video, let me know. Leave a comment, give it a like, and until next time, see you around.